honey badger has a new friend, Taz. Remember the Tasmanian devil from Looney Tunes? And in fact, I got a hat on today. It's a Looney Tunes one. And the honey badger verse today actually involves a whirlwind like the Tasmanian would bring in. Hosea 8:7 says, they sow the wind and reap the whirlwind. The stalk has no head and produce no flower. Were it yield its grain, the foreigners would swallow it up. And like the Tasmanian devil, bad things we sow in our lives can reap away the harvest God has for us. And we see that sometimes we allow lust, sometimes we allow greed, sometimes we allow jealousy, and the Tasmanian devil comes and destroys the harvest God has for us. But we can sow good things in our lives like the honey badger and reap good things like love, joy, peace, patience. Notice these are the fruits of the Spirit. Job talks about that whirlwind in Job 31:1. He says, I made a covenant in my eyes not to look lustfully at a girl. Then he goes on to say what happens if he does in Job 31:12 is a fire that reaps destruction and would have ruined my harvest. So if we sow bad things, that whirlwind can come in and keep us from having the flower, keep us from having the good food God has for us. But the good news is if we sow good things in our lives and we persevere like the honey badger, we sow to God, we expect God to bless us, and then we receive a blessing from God because we want Him in our lives. We want His goodness in our lives. There's two people who changed history and their story or testimonies revealed. One is a lady who gave 2 small mites to temple offering, and Jesus looked up and He saw what she reaped and sowed into the temple, and He said, I tell you the truth, this woman gave more than all the others because she gave all she had. Second one is a woman who poured perfume on Jesus's body to prepare Him for His burial. He said, I tell you the truth, wherever this gospel is preached, what she's done will be told in memory of her. So are we sowing things that are going to have an eternal value on the kingdom of God? Or are we like that Tasmanian devil, reaping destruction, reaping havoc? Are we sowing the good things to see the goodness of God in our lives? And I want you in the comments below to write some good things that you can sow in your life so you'll reap a good harvest, like the lady who gave her 2 mites and gave all she had for the kingdom of God.